Hey, so I'm sitting here and in my favorite spot and just, you know, settling in. Got home from an audition today and yeah, I kind of, I left there feeling good, feeling hopeful. We are still needing our lead, especially our three men, which is the 10 man, the I'm just gonna say the story characters, but but it's according to the Wiz, that's the Tin Man, the Lion, and also the um, Scarecrow. Which in my story, it's Kevin Crow, uh, Tin Man, which is his last name, the player, and then you have Lionel, who is the lion who plays a character. So I need those strong leading singing mans to show up in my life. The women are showing up and showing out. I have a few. I've narrowed it down to some people. I'll put it like that. That I think would play the lead as Rachel. Um, Rachel Dorothy, for those who are associating it with the Wiz. Because again, No Place Like Home is the gospel rendition remix gospel remix of The Wiz. And y'all know The Wiz, right? Y'all better know The Wiz. So I'm sitting here and just someone was like, turn on the camera and while you chilling and sit back a little bit, talk to the people. So yeah, I did come away from audition today feeling better than I had in the past week. And yeah, still got a ways to go. You have to be patient with the process, and I am. I'm not asking myself, why do I do this? Who told me to do this? Why am I doing this to myself again? I'm not asking that question anymore. I know why. Because I love it. I love the the writing part. Yeah, yeah, the creativity of it all, and when God inspires me. And look, look, look. I don't know if y'all can see that. Inspired by God. Yeah, I got some of these. Got some of these. But anyway, when I'm inspired, I do pick up a pen and I write. And No Place Like Home was more than, oh, this is a good idea. First off, I love The Wizard of Oz, the original one. And then I really fell in love with the story when they redid it in 78 with The Wiz, with Michael Jackson and Nipsey and Dinah Ross. Oh, come on. And Quincy was doing the soundtrack. Yes, I was only 8. I was only 8 and was in love with music then. So when I saw that musical, it was a done deal. I was like, oh, wow. So, but I've always been a lover of like musicals and stuff like that, movies, the black and white stuff. I'm not going to talk too much because I'm going to be aging myself. But anyway, uh, yeah, The Wiz did it for me. It's always stuck with me. It's one of them shows that coming on every year, I was making sure I was in front of the TV. But one day, um, I was just actually, it was crazy. I had seen The Wiz maybe some days or maybe some weeks before. My best friend, sister, who I call my big sister, was having a barbecue, and out of nowhere, I just, it just started hitting me like he just started pouring stuff in my head. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a good idea. Then he was like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, wow, that's a good idea. And then another one, and then another one. I literally ran into the kitchen, grabbed a paper towel, and was like, somebody give me a pen. Somebody give me a pen. And No Place Like Home started on a paper towel in the kitchen. And it just started pouring out and pouring out and pouring out. And it was, with each story, it was like God was saying, I'm right there too. And this part right here, oh, yep, I'm in that too. And it was like, oh, the 10 men without the heart, yep, I'm right there too. And that's how it all started with No Place Like Home. And ever since then, it was like, this is more than just a story to tell. And yes, I've had other productions, and but all my stories, they're not hit you over the head with a Bible type of thing. It's some scripture in there. God is in there. God is in everything. So you'll see him, but um, sometimes we don't notice him till it's either the last minute or some time, or you be like, wow, he was there all along. But anyway, um, yeah, No Place Like Home has always been special to me, and something that I felt like has been a message from God. No Place Like Home. This year, the production of this doesn't have an initiative, and I've always had a specific initiative with No Place Like Home. Yeah. Whether it was the Healthy Heart, what's that? American Heart Association, or Laura's Home, or we worked closely many, many times with the City Mission. They've been around over 100 some years. But the homelessness father initiative, there's always been something. Um, our first production of it was because of the Katrina hurricane, and I remember sitting in front of the TV just weeping, looking at the families that was stuck on roofs and people on bridges, and I was like, oh, okay. And I had completed No Place Like Home, and I said, oh, maybe this is why God gave it to me. And so that's how it initially was produced. And we blessed some families with that. Actually, one of the, what's his name? Mr. Moses? I believe it is Mr. Moses. Um, he was wheelchair bound, and they had to life flight him, like pull him up with a crane, and this is when he was in Louisiana, and get him to safety. And he ended up here in Cleveland. A lot of families were displaced, which I'm pretty sure y'all all know. Just the Hurricane Katrina thing was terrible. But a lot of families were displaced, and I located some families that were here in Cleveland, and we were able to bless them financially. Um, we were able to get people placed in homes, help with schools, help with jobs, help with clothing, help with furniture, everything. Get them in programs. And this was, of course, with the leading and support of my church, Philemon Community Baptist Church, which is in Cleveland, Ohio. If y'all just didn't know where I was at. But yeah, they believed in it, and we got it done and was able to be a blessing to families. And so every time we did it, and I'll say we produced it maybe no, 8 times, but twice each production time. So we've been able to be a blessing. And so when I got the word this year, I said, well, what are we doing, Lord? Uh, and I love giving. What can we do, especially random acts? Um, but he didn't answer me for a while, and then it hit me. It was like, no, it's the message. It's the message that there is no place like home, and home is in His presence, and everything we need is in His presence. And as I was rewriting and going through the script, it was like I was, the ministry of it all came back, which is why I'm doing it. Yeah, the ministry of it, the heart of it. Uh, it was. I can feel the heat of it, and so that's that. Maybe that's why I had to come on, sit here, and press play because I needed to tell y'all the backstory of No Place Like Home. So I'm excited because it's, even though I've done it over and over before, in the past, here and there, I'm excited to see what God is getting ready to do. Because if that's the message, that there's no place like home, God is calling his people home. I feel like He up to something. And who am I to say no? I'm ready. Y'all ready? No place like home. Yes, the gospel rendition, remix of The Wiz. Like I said, it's going to change lives. Y'all come hang out with me. Come see about me. Okay? Come see about me. We're going to go on this journey together. Definitely. And hopefully I can see you in the audience and get to meet you. Okay? So, y'all be easy and be good. Be sweet.